Today I'm altering NFL history by turning the clock back 5 years, to a time where we were still hyped over Fortnite, to when we were bumping Deansworld and Scorpion, and to a time where we were doing this for whatever reason. But the most important thing to come out of the great year of 2018 was obviously the greatest video game of all time.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Nah, I'm just playing. This game was complete dog shit. So yeah, that's right. Today we are starting in Madden 19, released 5 years ago, and we're going to run a franchise season in each installment up to Madden 23 to see how NFL history could have been shaped using simulations. Madden 19, only the greatest Madden curse of all time. It's crazy how much I used to dog in these games, but looking back at this, why is this kind of nostalgic? I mean, look, the long shot mode, you guys remember this? I might have to blur out the team logo and team name for this franchise. I don't think I can show it on video. It's a little too offensive. Okay, this game was released 5 years ago, and they had Madden Elite and Madden Legend teams. Why can't Madden do that today? That's just kind of ridiculous. So we made it into 2018 franchise. If you remember, this was the year the Patriots won the Super Bowl in that really boring game. It was like 13-3. This was also the year Patrick Mahomes came to the existence in the media's eyes. He won MVP this year. Look at him. He's 77 overall. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and simulate up to mid-season. Let's see what we're looking at here. You know, only in 2018 can we see the Raiders, Cardinals, and Texans all taking up the top 5. And literally the two teams that made the AFC Championship this game year, the Patriots and the Chiefs, they're both 3-5. The quarterback stats are just laughable. Tyrod Taylor is number 1. Tom Brady makes sense, but Josh Allen, his rookie season, is apparently a top 3 quarterback. I mean, I just want to quickly scroll through all of this just to get a look at everything. I mean, you can just see all the quarterbacks who don't even exist anymore in the league or just not even on these teams anymore. It's just kind of funny to see. And the receiving leaderboard is even worse. We have a white dude leading it, Julian Edelman. Alright, so I just simulated to the end of the season. The Patriots won their division at 8-8 with a 99 overall Tom Brady. I very much believe that. But looking at these playoff teams, I do not think this is how the 2018-2019 season ended. I think some of these teams made it, but I'm definitely 100% sure the Titans did not get the number 1 seed in the entire league. Okay, so Aaron Rodgers won MVP, which is funny because this was the year after he tore his collarbone, and that year he had like a fractured leg the entire year. That was the year he beat the Bears week 1 on one leg. The greatest coach of the year was John Gruden. I might get canceled for saying that. The top 5 passers were Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Josh Allen, Phillip Rivers, and Tom Brady. Rushing leader ended up being Ezekiel Elliott, and the Packers glazing has just gone a whole different level. Randall Cobb was apparently the number 1 receiver in 2018. Well, Madden just essentially said F your universe because the Super Bowl champions of real life are getting blown out in Foxborough. I mean, yeah, this would have never happened in real life. I remember watching this game in real life too. It was not like this. The Texans just got another touchdown. Look at the top. The reason why they're losing so much is Brady threw 4 interceptions. Alright, Texans, don't let Brady score a touchdown now. They might just come back and beat y'all. Well, you know, I kind of wish this is how it went in real life because the Super Bowl we ended up getting that year really sucked. Well, Super Bowl 53 apparently is the Titans versus Packers, which is funny because the Titans went 9-7, but even worse, the Green Bay Packers went 6-9-1. Oh my goodness, what a punt. What a punt. Just drilled inside the 1. And Marcus Mariota comes out on the field for the Tennessee Titans. Now 4th down and 7 for the Titans. This is their final chance. Mariota steps up. He throws a deep one. Oh, he just overthrows a touchdown. Oh, no. That's how you can already tell that this video is really fake and scripted as me as a Packers fan. And Devontae Adams won Super Bowl MVP, and we are moving on to Madden 20.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Madden 20, the game that started it all for me. This is really nostalgic to see this. I still remember 14-year-old me sitting on this lobby screen right here, all the intros I used to record that were really bad.
Alright, what is up everybody? My name is DJ and welcome to the Randomizer Bracket Challenge.
So this was the 2019 season. Some notable things that come out of this. Lamar Jackson won MVP. That was the year the Ravens were really good and they lost to the Titans in divisional. But the Chiefs ended up winning the Super Bowl, which was Patrick Mahomes' first over the 49ers. The Chiefs didn't even make the playoffs. They finished 8-7-1. There is no way the Panthers were any good in 2019. Who do they even have? I don't really know what's the hype going on with Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers in these two Maddens, but they are apparently the best passers, and Andrew Luck. I mean, Baker Mayfield with 1 year of experience did better than Patrick Mahomes. That makes no sense. Cam Newton was a quarterback for the Panthers. I guess that kind of makes sense. Rushing leader again was Ezekiel Elliott, but followed by Todd Gurley and Alvin Kamara. Man, I miss those times. Adam Humphries with the Titans, the number 1 receiver on 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. No, seriously, what is this? We did not have a wide receiver drought this bad. Like, we should not have D.D. Westbrook and Alshon Jeffrey in the top 10. Like, there was good wide receivers a few years ago. So MVP was won by Super Cam. That would have been really cool to see. if it was 2015. This is so stupid. Look at the Super Bowl. The Cowboys and Browns? What? This is funny because I'm pretty sure both these teams didn't even make the playoffs. The Browns were 6-10 and the Cowboys were 8-8. Wow, what an instant classic of a Super Bowl we had here. The Cleveland Browns are going to win 34-27. More realistic than the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. The Cleveland Browns were a much better team in 2019. Kareem Hunt won Super Bowl MVP. You know, I gotta give my flowers to the Cleveland Browns. Only 2 seasons ago, they went 0-16. They must have had the greatest Madden rebuild of all time. Madden 20, I love you, but this was complete stupidity. It's time to move on to the next one in 21.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So, Madden 21. This was the COVID season, so there was not a single soul in the stands for most of the season, and Tom Brady the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl and Aaron Rodgers won an MVP. So this game came out 3 years ago, and they're advertising Madden 24 in this. Do people still play this game today? Long live the Washington football team. But things are starting to make a little bit of sense. Not a lot, just a little, because the Buccaneers did make the playoffs. That's the first Super Bowl champion in real life that actually made the playoffs. I'm pretty sure the Saints did win the division in 2020, but I don't think they were this good. Also, the Chiefs went 8-8. I have no clue what's up with Madden right now. The Packers were the 1 seed in the NFC that year. They went 7-9. Out of all quarterbacks to top the passing leaderboard, it was Matt Ryan, but loosely followed by Brady, Deshaun Watson, and Cam Newton again. What? I believe this is the last Madden we're gonna see Drew Brees in. I forgot Colin Kaepernick was in this game. Ezekiel Elliott is the rushing leader for 2 years in a row. He was in the top 3 in Madden 19 as well. That's kind of crazy. Julio Jones lead the receiving corps, and honestly, once again, I just don't get how stupid this is. Cortland Sutton, Randall Cobb on the Texans, Willie Snead the 4th. Never thought I'd see the day, but Matt Ryan apparently wins MVP in 2020. You know what? It didn't happen, but this is actually the first realistic Super Bowl we actually saw. This could have happened in 2020. Goff gets this one off short. Will that be a first down? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Now it looks like the Bills are in a little trouble after that Cam Akers first down. We have a check down here again to Akers. He has another first down and some more. We're out at the 20. All right, 3rd and 10. We have 19 seconds till the 2-minute warning. Get a first down here. That's probably game. Goff goes short. No, it's incomplete. They're going to have to kick a field goal. Nonetheless, this would take the lead, but the Bills are getting it right back. It's 17-14. Starting off with a good completion to Stephon Diggs. This is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Allen gets this one off again to Stephon Diggs. Now we're at midfield. So now quickly stop to a 3rd down and 10. Going to need the first down here to get close to field goal range, and Allen overthrows again. What is happening? They're keeping the offense out there. It's probably the only choice they have now. Allen, good protection. Oh, he's going towards the end zone. He doesn't want 10. And it's intercepted. Okay. Alright, if the Rams get the first down here, this game is essentially over. If not, the Bills get the ball back. 3 yards the gain. And is he short? Okay, 1-minute drill. Josh Allen throws on the run. He's got this one off. I would get out of bounds if I were you, Dawson Knox. He can't, but at least he gets to the 49. Quick no huddle. They're at 30 seconds now. Allen stands back. We're at 30 seconds on the dot. He throws it up to Stephon Diggs. And once again, the same thing happens. What is Josh Allen doing? Is Stephon Diggs his Lord and Savior? That's not going to work. Well, Cam Akers won Super Bowl MVP. Never thought I'd hear that. And instead of the Buccaneers winning, the Rams win the Super Bowl, which is a little weird because they'd end up winning it the next year, but they're just a little impatient. Don't mind them. And that will transition us right to the next game, that being Madden 22.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Good old Madden 22. Probably the worst cover athletes of all time. Well, not like that. I'm saying it's the worst looking cover of all time. Honestly, this Madden is pretty forgettable. It looks exactly like Madden 21. And this was also the Madden they turned franchise mode into just a bunch of blocks. I kind of miss the coach just walking around his office on the phone the whole time. The final results of this season, which was 2021, was pretty surprising. We got Rams versus Bengals in the Super Bowl, and Aaron Rodgers won his back-to-back MVP. I really doubt Madden's going to get this right. Wow, look at that. The actual Super Bowl champions actually got a little bit of respect this time. Unfortunately, Madden strikes again, and the Cowboys are apparently the best team in the league. And also, just looking at this, I'm not too sure if this happened last year, but this might be the first season where there's 17 games now, as you can see. You know, Madden didn't do too bad. I see some teams that are pretty familiar in the playoffs this year. Instead of Rodgers, ended up being Patrick Mahomes. I guess that kind of makes sense. Once again, Mahomes and Brady are topping the passing leaderboard. Nothing new here. Rushing leaderboard actually makes sense. Nick Chubb and Jonathan Taylor at the top in 2021. That makes perfect sense. Devontae Adams at the top. Okay, I think this is the most reasonable we've gotten with Madden so far. I might take that back real quick though, because Michael Thomas, Danny Amendola, and Byron Pringle are all in the top 10. Wow, I'm actually really surprised with Madden. The Eagles versus Bengals in Super Bowl 56, that was pretty realistic. You know, honestly, I would not mind if this ended up being the Super Bowl this year. This is a pretty competitive game, and it's starting out with a first down for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts has to go all the way down the field to get a touchdown though, with no timeouts in 60 seconds, as he's gonna throw it deep here from his own 41. One-on-one coverage, it's broken up. And let's do that again. We're now under 60 seconds. Is Jalen Hurts gonna just throw it deep? Wait, no, he'll go Devontae Smith. He'll get across midfield, however. That burns about 20 seconds, but at least he made some progress down the field. Now he's going to throw on the run, and he's got it off and out of bounds. Stops the clock at 36. The touchdown in the likelihood for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts wants it. He's going to scramble out, throws on the run. What a missile to the end zone. That's a touchdown. That's 6 on the board. Extra point ties us up. They're under 20 seconds, though, but they're going to cross midfield with this first down to Joe Mixon. He's going to get him close to field goal range now. All right, it's about a 50-yard kick from where they're spotted at the 38-yard line for Money Mac. Can he win the Super Bowl in 2021? I think he can. It's good. Now we're on to our final installment, that being Madden 23. Let's see who closes out the regular season we just had.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
So yes, this was a year dominated by the Chiefs. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes won MVP and the Super Bowl, so let's just see if that's going to be repeated here. You guys remember the beginning of the season? We all thought the Broncos would be good because they got Russell Wilson. Well, so does Madden because they went 10-7. Fittingly enough, the Chiefs did get the #1 seed, so we're starting to make sense. On the NFC, however, the Cowboys got the 1 seed. That makes no sense at all. At least the Eagles made it. All right, Madden, you have one final chance other than the Super Bowl to get one thing correct. Can we get... Oh my... Joe Burrow threw 5,400 yards in a 44-10 ratio. Rushing leaderboard actually makes sense. It's got Derrick Henry, got Jonathan Taylor, and you know what? I can't complain too much about the receiving. It's Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins is a little weird, but Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin, Travis Kelce, Justin Jefferson. At least this one makes some sort of sense. What is this Super Bowl? The Packers versus the Broncos? Is this the 90s? Is Brett Favre and John Elway playing in this game? Literally neither of these teams made the playoffs last year, and they were both the laughing stock of the league. The most unrealistic thing of what you're witnessing right now is that the Broncos have scored over 20 points, and Aaron Rodgers just throws a pick, and this is basically in the game now. Yeah, literally nobody saw this coming except some probably horrible ESPN critics thinking that Russell Wilson was the saving grace of the Broncos. This is just the stupidest result we even got. You know, I was hoping to see some results I actually liked, but you know what? I'm glad the things that happened in real life happened. They happened for a reason. This was horrible. Alright, so to summarize this video, what you're looking at right now are a couple graphics. On the left, it's going to be the current timeline, what actually happened in real life, and on right is going to be what happened on the Madden we were on. So this is 2018 to 2019 season, meaning Madden 19. You can see the passing leader was Big Ben. This is by yards, by the way. Rushing leader was Zeke, and receiving leader was Julio Jones. The Patriots won Super Bowl with the Rams, and then you can see the MVP Patrick Mahomes and Super Bowl MVP Julian Edelman. Needless to say, I think the Packers are that X that Madden cannot stop thinking about because it is just wild here. Packers win the Super Bowl with the Titans, and then you have Devontae Adams and Super Bowl MVP and Rodgers as actual MVP. To make it worse, Randall Cobb was the receiving leader, but if they got anything right, it's Ezekiel Elliott was the rushing leader as well. Alright, next season for Madden 20, Lamar Jackson won MVP. You had the Chiefs beat the Niners in the Super Bowl, and then you had Michael Thomas, receiving leader, Derrick Henry, and Jameis Winston had the most yards. The new timeline we created, however, is by far the stupidest of them all. Look at this. Cam Newton won MVP in 2019. Kareem Hunt is Super Bowl MVP, which means the Browns won the Super Bowl over the Cowboys, and Adam Humphrey was the receiving leader. Alright, 2020 season being Madden 21. Aaron Rodgers won MVP, and then you have the Buccaneers beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and then you had Deshaun Watson, Derrick Henry, and Stephon Diggs getting your crowns. But our new timeline, it's not horrible, but it's a little weird because Matt Ryan getting MVP is a little unrealistic in 2020. In this timeline, Ezekiel Elliott never regressed. Apparently, he's the best running back of all time because he's on top every single year. Julio Jones also the receiving leader, but the Super Bowl actually makes sense. The Rams beat the Bills. However, Cam Akers' Super Bowl MVP is a little concerning. The 2021 season, Rodgers got his back-to-back MVP. Cooper Kupp won Super Bowl MVP. That was the year he had the triple crown, and the Rams beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl. But in the new timeline, it's honestly not that bad. I kind of like this. Mahomes winning MVP makes sense, and then the Bengals beating the Eagles in the Super Bowl with Joe Burrow getting Super Bowl MVP. That kind of makes sense. And even the yard leaders, Mahomes passing leader, Nick Chubb rushing leader, and Devontae Adams receiving leader, that's pretty solid. And finally, for the 2022 season, the season we just had, we know Patrick Mahomes broke the curse. He won Super Bowl MVP and MVP, which is something that hasn't been done by a quarterback in a very long time. That also means the Chiefs won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, and you can see Patrick Mahomes passing leader, Josh Jacobs rushing leader, and Justin Jefferson receiving leader. And we can go ahead and throw the new timeline out the gutter because this one makes no sense at all. Apparently, Russell Wilson is the new quarterback to win the MVP and Super Bowl in the same year because this just looks ridiculous. At least the yard leaders make sense with Joe Burrow, Derrick Henry, and Cooper Kupp, but the Broncos versus Packers last year was never going to happen in the Super Bowl. So yeah, that's the whole premise of this video. I know it's kind of underwhelming. Look, content's getting stale right now. We're still waiting for Madden 24 to come out, but once it comes out, the videos will be better. I have a lot of fun ideas. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.